local, breaking news. This is WYFF News 4 at 6 in high definition.
Some record-breaking closure in federal court today with a case agents call the biggest gambling ring bust in South Carolina history.
News 4's Stephanie Trotter joins us with the latest. Steph? Bob Mosley and his son-in-law, Michael Caldwell, faced a judge today more than a year after a grand jury indicted them along with their companies. Investigators said they made almost $400 million running a gambling houses across the nation. Sky 4 flew over the area as agents seized truckloads full of evidence from their Anderson and Greenville County homes and offices last fall. Investigators say the two men helped set up and support more than 600 gaming internet cafes from coast to coast. Today, in a plea agreement, Bob Mosley pled guilty to a felony, admitting he did run an illegal gambling business. On behalf of his company, he pled guilty to money laundering charges. Meanwhile, Michael Caldwell, who is seen here on the left, pled guilty to misdemeanor charges filed just today of transporting gambling machines out of state for his father-in-law. Caldwell was sentenced to time served, which was 1 day, the day he was arrested last year. The plea agreement calls for no prison time for Bob Mosley. His formal sentencing will take place in the coming weeks. Both men agreed to forfeit a total $20 million, which is the largest forfeiture in state history. Afterward, when asked about the lack of prison time in the sentencing, the lead agent said, quote, "The message could have been stronger, but the $20 million forfeiture should have an impact on anyone in the future who might consider gambling in South Carolina." Carol, back to you. Thank you, Stephanie. SLED is investigating tonight after a deputy shot and killed a man in Anderson County. The sheriff says the call came in just before 2:30 this morning. A concerned caller said his cousin on Brogan Avenue was going to kill himself. Deputies responded. They say the man threatened to kill them and himself. The sheriff says the man broke a window and pointed his gun at one of the deputies, and that deputy fired his weapon, shooting 45-year-old John Pepper. Pepper died at ANMED. The deputy will be put on administrative leave during the investigation of the shooting.
Federal agents investigating the Boeing 787 say there are problems with the design of the plane's battery. The investigation stems from a battery fire that happened last year. It happened in a 787 that was parked at Boston's Logan Field. Investigators say flaws and debris in the lithium-ion batteries are going undetected. The batteries were made in Japan, and the board says fault lies with Boeing for not designing a battery to prevent the effects of a short circuit. They also blame the FAA for not identifying the design problem.
Senator Tim Scott spent the day in the upstate. He visited Timken's Tiger River plant in Union. The company makes industrial bearings. It also has plants in Duncan, Gaffney, Greenville, Lawrence, and Honeypath. After the plant visit, Scott spoke to students at Blacksburg High School.
There is big news out of Tiger Country today. Clemson is losing one of its own. The offensive coach is going to become a Mustang. Sports Director Brad Freilich is here. Brad, what does this mean for the Tiger program?
Well, Michael, it means that the search is on for a new offensive coordinator. Like we told you last week, Chad Morris is the new head coach at SMU in Dallas. He was introduced today. Morris takes over an SMU program that is 0-11 with one more game to play this year. And he said today he will get to work immediately. Morris was a wildly successful high school football coach in Texas before jumping to the college ranks 5 years ago. He has helped guide Clemson to the most wins in any four-year period, 41 wins. Morris taking a head coach position. That's not something that's taken anyone by surprise at Clemson. That was when he thanked Morris for his service in a statement today. We'll hear from Morris coming up a little later in sports.
Thank you, Brad. Tomorrow, deputies in one upstate county will once again look like they once did. But for the past month, most of the Anderson County Sheriff's Office has had a different look, and it's all for a good cause. WYFF News 4's Mandy Gaither is live and local in Anderson County. Mandy, they're raising money, right?
Well, that's right, Carol. Deputies paid money, and all of that money that they raised, they paid to do something that they don't normally get to do, and all of that money, $2,400 worth, goes to the Cancer Association of Anderson.
Bye, have a good weekend.
For the past month in Anderson County, deputies got some double takes. Everywhere you've looked, things have been a little fuzzy. You see, deputies aren't normally allowed to sport a shaggy look, but for charity, the boss said it's okay.
They were calling me Paul Bunyan.
With a beard, one's image seems to change. This one apparently very doctor-like.
I would let him take my appendix out right now.
The manes on others not as stately.
We would like to say that If there ever is a, Rogaine for beards, Matthew Ritter would be the perfect test subject for that product.
Most scraggly beard awarded to this deputy.
If he had 3 months, he could probably put a beard on.
And it's a good thing this guy has his sleeves rolled up.
The best Miami Vice look.
Did you see that look on his face? Yeah, he knew it was coming.
When he walks in, there's music playing in the background.
Even John Skipper paid to put down his razor.
But what do you think of the sheriff's beard?
Good attempt.
Amish.
Have no comment.
It was very gray and it was great.
He looked like a thin Kenny Rogers.
It did look like a thin Kenny Rogers.
No word if any of these deputies still have a job. Sometimes you got to know when to hold your tongue.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's Kenny Rogers.
Yeah,
It's the gambler.
After today, those razors will be back in use. But Keith Smith, the recipient of grayest beard, yeah, he couldn't wait to get rid of it.
Oh, that feels better.
Others want No Shave November all year. But Kenny here said, no way.
I want mine to where I can just shake it.
I don't think you'll ever get there.
You got to use the Pantene.
Sorry, guys, you'll just have to wait until next year.
And all the money raised stays here to help cancer patients in Anderson County. Mandy Gaither, WYFF News 4, live in Anderson County.
Mandy, way to be the adult supervision. Thank you for that. It is the busiest day of the year for one of the biggest companies in the world. This is Cyber Monday at Amazon. Locally, the company does have a fulfillment center in Spartanburg, more than 1 million square feet. That's 28 football fields. They employ about 650 people here. Amazon has more than 1 million products at the Spartanburg Center, all of them bought online. But before you buy anything else on this Cyber Monday, take a minute to look closely at the website you're using.
The Better Business Bureau of the Upstate wants to remind you to make sure you're purchasing from reputable sites and names that you know. The BBB says there are fake sites out there that look very similar.
There might be misspellings or something that you may not catch, but it's actually somebody else's site, and so they're getting all your information.
The BBB also recommends looking at a company's return policy before you buy. Some of the deals you may find today may not be refundable. And be sure to use a credit card, not a debit card. A credit card will protect you if thieves get your card number and make purchases.